again, end of October almost, and designed out some really big poly sumps that we've got now. Thank you. I got them into the van yesterday. And it was kind of the funny discussion was, am I going to get both of them into the van? And I did the math on them and realized that one's 30 inches wide, one's 36 inches wide. They're both 84 long. And sure as heck, I'll be able to fit them into the van, literally with probably 3/4 of an inch of space. So I'm going to work with Alex and Connor now and get the smaller one, which is 30 inches tall. Obviously, I put the bigger, heavy one down here. But the dims on it are 84 by 30 wide by 42 tall. Code height for railing is 42 inches. Also something that contains water in a residence. But they're super nice poly sumps. Get a look over here. And here's your tray in here for your skimmers and everything for the 1,000-gallon we have on the West Coast that we delivered up on the second floor 6 weeks ago or so. And your tray area for your floss, your drain area for there, and areas for the bubble mesh and whatnot to get in there. So we're gonna get together and pull these out of the truck. Some days they let me drive the forklift. It's actually a lot of fun. Yeah, we'll get the big guys out. So it'll be easier for them to move this. So you guys gotta watch your fingers. And basically, what you'll end up is starting to slide it out, and then as it comes out, it'll start binding in the front, but what you'll find is if you keep it centered in the middle, it won't bind on the edges, and we'll get it onto these forks, and it'll pivot to the end, and then finally we'll get it out. So we gotta take it out like halfway, and then lower it a little bit, so you don't smash your fingers. Because you'll see, right here, you're gonna have to let it go down. Okay, now I'll have to let it down again, Alex, to get it out. So push it again. I'll let it down a little more. You just want to make sure it doesn't fall off. Just keep going like that, nice and slow. Watch your hands. Keep it coming. It's bound again, so I'm going to have to lower it again, you think, or no? Are you still pushing?
Just go back.
Back, okay. It's off?
Yep.
So we'll take it and put it on this yellow cart. You just got to be careful with them because they're slippery. So let's slide this one. You're gonna stand it up on top of there with Alex at the same time. Is that down far enough? Let's slide it over. We gotta stand it up. Go ahead, slide it up. And then you wanna do the same with the forklift, or do you wanna put it right on the cart?
Here, let's do the forklift.
Okay. So we've got these two big sumps out of the truck now. You can clearly see this one in here. There's going to be a deck in here that holds the filtration equipment. There'll be blue mesh across, I think 3 or 4 layers, I believe. Here is where the drains are going to come in from these big jellyfish aquariums we have down in South Miami. The water will spill through into a floss area here, go down through some ChemiPure blue filtration media and back in. But this is going to take the 3 500-gallon jellyfish aquariums, consolidating those into one big system. So this is a big sump. I'm going to say it's 84, 30 wide, 42 tall. And then the other one is for that 1,000-gallon. Again, here's plans right here on the West Coast. Here was the first phase of the sump layout right here that Joe generated from a previous drawing. I added some numbers on here, made it bigger, made the tray. We kind of rebuilt it and got some new dimensions. And then now you can see here, that's how it's built with all of these drawings right here, which is what I provided to the welding company that welded this poly sump. It's huge for a 1,000-gallon operating reef aquarium. This is ideal. You have this area here, which if I pull the tape out, I think is 8 inches. This always holds 8 inches of water. So water will also drain into this zone here, probably in this corner. We'll put the big, I think that's a 7i series Deltec skimmer. And then that spillway goes into here. So whenever you want to do a water change, you don't have to turn the skimmer off, the calcium reactor, the things that might be running in water to do the change, but you can rely on this area here, which literally with running water, we probably could have a solid almost 30 60 inches of water, which is under this tray. So you could probably run literally 28 inches of operating water in this sump. The two big Abyzz 400s are on this side right here. And the same thing, there's gonna be a series of blue mesh to slow the bubbles down, but a really big, massive sump that we can put a tremendous amount of water through here on a constant basis. Operating water in the sump would be about 330 gallons. So that is a lot. That adds 30% to the volume of the overall aquarium, and it'll last a lifetime, easily 40 years. But this is gonna go in that closet downstairs of the big project on the West Coast. So we're looking forward to that. But this is kind of how we make these big, huge poly sumps. I make them really with a lot of thought into the design. You know, it's totally bulletproof. You can hit it with a hammer, nothing's breaking. It's gonna last forever. Remember to like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next sump delivery.